Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, a matchup out of the National League West between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
First-round draft pick out of the University of Oklahoma. Big arm, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard slider. It's never been about the stuff for John Gray. It's about attacking the strike zone. At times gets a little bit too timid on the mound, but if he brings his A game, you'll know early. If he's throwing strikes early with that fastball and he's in an attack mode, he's as good as anybody in the game.
Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Robinson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Goodwin calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting third, the catcher, Michael Simmons.
Now to the plate, Michael Simmons. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Blackmon. He gets there, but he missed it. The throw into second, and he'll get in there safely. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. At the plate, Luis Gonzalez, runner in scoring position with two gone. The set and the 3-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with two strikes. Ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
The 2-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three, and the inning is over. Dodgers get one in the inning on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first, and LA's off to an early 1-0 lead. Oral Hershiser, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
So stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. Full count, 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. The next 3-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Robinson moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
Now at the plate, Garrett Hampson. One out, nobody on. To third. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
The shortstop,
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the stretch. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Arenado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Again, another foul ball. Hit high and deep to right center. Kemp sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Coming to the plate now, Matt Kemp. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Justin Turner. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 2-1 home is a ball down and away.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 taken, strike 2.
Full count, 3-2.
A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Now the payoff pitch home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. And it's fouled away. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Ready now, Corey Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Oral Hershiser. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Fielded cleanly to second for 1, but the return throw will be too late and the run is in to score. Now on to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI. So it's back to the top of the order now, and in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up to second for 1. Relay to Alonso for an inning-ending double play. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Rockies nothing. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. A ball and 2 strikes. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
The first baseman.
The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Here's Yonder Alonso. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Dahl, base runner at first with 1 out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
58.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Hershiser sets. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Two and 2 to the Colorado catcher.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kemp is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Rockies strand one. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Garvey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Full count still. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, Michael Simmons. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Luis Gonzalez is on deck. Bases are empty, one man out. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead. I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Into the box now, Luis Gonzalez. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that's the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. The 1-1 is taken high above the zone. Two out, nobody on. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. So digging in now, John Gray, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box, Charlie Blackmon. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the second deck and gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Rocks have made this a 3-2 game. Standing in now, Garrett Hampson. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gonzalez ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting.
Well, that was certainly a tough play, and we're taking another look with Show Track. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
Story.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. The 1-1 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, David Dahl. 2-1 to David Dahl.
Count is 2-1.
And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So striding in, Brian Goodwin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2. Arenado over at second. Dull at first. 2 out in the inning. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
What's the saying?
Now
when you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So striding in, Yonder Alonso, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 3 here in Denver. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Rockies 2. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Matt Kemp. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
In now, Justin Turner. Skied into straightaway right. Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Dodgers lead this one 3-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. In now, number 58. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he popped him up. Turner in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
The pitcher, John Gray, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The right fielder.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Standing in now, Charlie Blackmon. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. In the air out to right. Bellinger's under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 1.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Gray is off at first with 2 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. They trail 3-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Oral Hershiser comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Blackmon, and no one will track it down. The 1-2. Popped him up. Alonso has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jackie Robinson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Goodwin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
Ready for another shot now. Steve Garvey 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fastball in there. 3-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're up 3-2. Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 2-2. And another foul ball. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
A payoff pitch one more time. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Away. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number one.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, David Dahl. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Kemp has a beat on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Brian Goodwin.
Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin. It was a walk in his last trip. Here now the 2-2. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Throw on to Garvey at first, and with that the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Simmons.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Luis Gonzalez. 3-1 to the Dodgers left fielder. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 3-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So coming to the plate, Cody Bellinger. No hits to this point. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1 left for LA, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Digging in, Yonder Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Kemp has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Boy, talk about getting into some luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
In now, number 58. Hard hit ball to second. To his right, Robinson. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, John Gray.
Raimel Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies, number 15, Raimel Tapia.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Simmons finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're down 3-2. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Number 37 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 37.
Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
And a good pitch, but it misses here, and that moves the count back to even on the Dodger third baseman, 2-2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Arenado is there. 1 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
1 gone now in the LA 7th. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And that is off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Call's been made for a pinch hitter as the left-handed hitting Sean Green has moved into the on-deck circle.
Sean Green.
Seager, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. The 2-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
The 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Next for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The 3-1. Hit to third. Gloved by Arenado. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Walker Buehler gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 21, Walker Buehler.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay. You want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Digging in once again, Garrett Hampson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. High and deep to right center. Bellinger is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Oral Hershiser earns the victory on the mound. John Gray pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.